ezi onye nwe anyị na Chineke nna nke pụrụ m ihe niile, Chukwu okike abịa ma bụ onye anyị na-efe na-agọzi aha nsọ ya, onye ọ bụ naanị ya na-achị, onye mmụọ na mmadụ na-erubere isi, onye ọ bụ naanị ya bụ ọka aka. Ụbọchị ene ka anyị na-etugha eze ebube dị ngọzi, mmalite na ọgwụgwụ, ndị gboo wee tụọ oge ebighị ebi. Onye nwe m, ụmụ gị wee gbakọọ n'ụwa niile iwe na ozi ọma nke gị onwe gị n'ezi ha site n'ọnụ mmadụ dị ndụ na nke ebere dị ngọzi. Anyị wee na-asị na onweghị ihe ọbụla nke anyị onwe anyị bụ n'ihi na ọ bụ anụkpa ahụ sọsọ ka mmadụ dị ndụ bụ. Ofu ụbọchị anyị ga-anwụ, maka na okwu nsọ gị na-adịgị ma ruo mgbe ebighị ebi, n'ihi na okwu gị niile ga-abịarịrị na mmezu. Ọ bịa mere Biafra ga-eji wee bịa na mgbe nke anyị. Anyị wee na-akpọkọ uwe na-arịọ gị na-asị, lekwa ude nke anyị na-asụ n'akwa nke anyị na-ebe ka o metụta gị n'obi. Onye nwe m na Chineke nna nke igwe, biko dịka isi wee napụta ụmụ gị n'ọbụ n'Ijipt gotu agba egbezogo ụmụ gị bụ ndị Biafra mgbe ekwensu bụ zuru nke mmadụ dị ndụ kere. Anyị wee na-aja gị mma, na-asị gị n'ime ọnọdụ anyị na anyị ga-ekele ha nsọ gị, wee nye gị nsọpụrụ n'ụtọ na-eji ama mgbe niile, n'ihi na anyị enweghị chi ọzọ ebezuga gị. Anyị onwe anyị anaghị efe arụsị. Ọbịa mere iji wee na-agọzi nsọmụkwụ anyị niile. Ọbịa mere IPOB ji wee gbaa mgbọrọgwụ n'ụwa niile. Anyị anaghị atụ egwu mmadụ dị ndụ. Anyị wee na-eto gị eze ebube dị ngọzi, sị gị biko gbatara anyị ọsọ enyemaka. Ọ bụ naanị gị bụ onye anyị refe nwa anyị bụ isi ala nye, ka i wee napụta ndị gị n'ọbụ nke ekwensu. Anyị wee na-enye gị ofe na nsọpụrụ na ihe mma, na-asị ndị iro anyị niile ka kasị siwe baa ha ọnụ, ha hapụ ikuni ọzọ. Obodo ekwesịghị uzu ala ọkwa n'ihi eze ebube dị ngọzi. Anya ọnwa anyị bụ ụmụ gị wee na-akpọkọ ha nsọ gị, na-asị na enweghị chi ọzọ ewezuga gị. Anyị wee na-aja gị mma, wee na-eto gị, na-asị onye kere ihe niile kere eke, mana onye kere na n'otuto niile na nsọpụrụ niile na ịja mma niile site n'ebighị ebi, mara onye bụ ka a na-arịọ gị. Ise 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 ise.
Thank you so much, onye ndu Maazị Nnamdi Kanu. Thank you. No, oh no, that's not the one I want to take out. Right, thank you. Um, the title this morning, as you can see, Nnamdi Okwu Kanu remained the same. He never changed. He will not change because the God that called him has not changed and will never change. Good morning, everyone. I greet you all in the name of Chukwu Okike Abiama Pụrụ Ime Ihe Niile. Raphael Chiamaka Jere is my name. By the grace of Chukwu Okike Abiama Pụrụ Ime Ihe Niile, I am the armor bearer of the Prime Minister, Biafra Republic Government in Exile, and I also bear the armor of Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Believe it or not, I want to appreciate Governor Alex Otti. For the first time officially, I want to say thank you to him because I saw that video that he did where he actually outlined his motive and his intention. And for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to praise Alex Otti and to tell him, I see what you do, keep up the good work. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu does not relate with fools. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu does not relate with useless people. Alex Otti is not a useless man. He's a very useful man, and he's a good man. Yes. And now I come to understand that because of the wickedness and the evil in Nigeria, some of the things you have seen, the delay or the lackadaisical approach towards the protest for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, there's a motive. Yes, he's an intelligent man. So I want to give him that benefit, and I want to say thank you for actually outlining his motives and actually making it known that his intention is not like that of Rochas Okorocha, Hope Uzodema, what's this fool in Anambra, Soludo, and Dave Umahi. Hey, Dave Umahi. Dave Umahi. And all those shameless Southeast politicians, as they refer to themselves as. Bunch of evil people, with the exemption of Nkwocha, what's the name of this, our rep, that actually have been standing with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Nkwocha, remind me of his full name, so that I will show him that appreciation. These are some unique individuals that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu would never joke with because of their level of sincerity and integrity, even though they are in the political system, but they are very whiter than white and whiter than snow. Alex Otti have made a statement that actually caught my attention. And then there's this video that's going, this news that's going viral already, that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu rejected Rochas Okorocha. I don't know how true it is, but it is expected if it actually happened. It's just like, what's the name of this vulture? Hope Uzodema going to Sokoto. He might want to go, he might want to show himself to cover up his shame and whatever, but I'm sure I can imagine what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu would do to him. Even if they force Mazi Nnamdi Kanu because of APC, whatever, to show up and attend to Hope Uzodema, I can guarantee you of what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will tell him. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will tell him to his face, you have the blood of Biafrans in your hands. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will tell him to his face. Yes, he will tell him to his face that he has the blood of Biafrans in his hands. I expect that. Just like they are saying now, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu told Rochas Okorocha, I have not seen the proof to this news, but I expected it. So I want to play this, and as we listen to it, and I will come back and I will come in and make a statement and on what I think and what I have observed about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I want you guys to know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, after the so-called conviction and sentencing, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu remains more popular, more accepted than he was even before the so-called sentence. So it shows you the sentencing of an honest man, that the place called Sokoto prison have almost become a pilgrimage center where everyone wants to go and identify with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the big and the small, the rich and the poor, and everyone are identifying with a man that they said was a problem of Southeast. Everybody wants to identify with him. Everybody is relating with him. It shows you his level of integrity, his level of honesty, his level of purity. I'm still looking for one word. I'm looking for his level of integrity, his level of Chineke. Why? I've lost that word. That's what I'm looking for. When I find it, I will say it. His level of clarity. The word never still come. Mazin Nnamdi Kanu is so his level of innocency. That's the word I'm looking for. His level of what? Innocency. When you convict an innocent man, because if Mazin Nnamdi Kanu is actually the problem of Southeast, I'm telling you, nobody want to identify with him. Nobody identifies with a terrorist. Nobody shows up to defend a terrorist. Nobody shows up, especially those in the Southeast, because when they convicted him, they said he is the problem of Southeast, that people will now sleep with their two eyes closed. Mazin Nnamdi Kanu is the reason why people are sleeping. Mazin Nnamdi Kanu is the reason why people are sleeping with their two eyes closed already. When you take him away, what you are trying to do is to make people not to sleep with their two eyes closed. The evidence to that is that the whole of Nigeria is shaking since they convicted this innocent man. Everywhere is boiling, and it's like, what have you people done? Judges, lawyers, intellectuals, those with integrity, those that understand what life is, they are rising up and speaking. Analysis are being done on this, fearlessly so. Pastor that have integrity are speaking and praying. Ejike Mbaka have come out to openly telling them that, look, what people have done. Do you understand? So let me play this because of time this morning. Oh my goodness me. Nnamdi Okwu Kanu. All right, let's go.
Think about this. Since Nnamdi Kanu was incarcerated in Sokoto prison, a lot of people have been paying homage to Nnamdi Kanu in Sokoto prison. In fact, it is like a pilgrimage. Sokoto prison has suddenly become the Mecca of Igbo politicians. If Nnamdi Kanu was actually doing what is wrong, or if Nnamdi Kanu is, as they describe him, a terrorist, will these top-ranking government officials be visiting him in Sokoto prison? That is to tell you that they know what they are doing. Now, recently, Rochas Okorocha went to Sokoto prison to visit Nnamdi Kanu. And guess what? Nnamdi Kanu orders him out. In fact, Nnamdi Kanu refused to meet with him. That is former Governor Rochas Okorocha.
The same way Mazin Nnamdi Kanu refused to meet with Ifeanyi Oba. The same way. But they came out and just said, Ifeanyi Oba went in to visit him. Mazin Nnamdi Kanu rejected him. The only one Mazin Nnamdi Kanu allowed to see him and actually identify with, because Mazin Nnamdi Kanu thought he was a human being, was Soludo, who, after he tried to beguile, deceive, and confuse Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, and Mazin Nnamdi Kanu rejected it, he has openly declared his intention towards Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. Because when the issue of Mazin Nnamdi Kanu was concluded against Mazin Nnamdi Kanu unrighteously, he openly said he doesn't care. He only cares about that his position. Unlike Alex Otti, who has come out openly to say, I don't care. After this governorship, I will drop my hand, hang my gloves. So Alex Otti is trying to see if his last achievement will be the freedom of Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. Of course, it will be achieved. Yeah. But he should know that Mazin Nnamdi Kanu will never accept a pardon based on amnesty. That's why I did not share the prayer of Mbaka. I did not share the prayer of Mbaka because Mbaka was praying for amnesty. Mbaka, Reverend Father Mbaka, was praying for pardon and amnesty. I don't share such because Mazin Nnamdi Kanu is not asking for amnesty, is not asking for pardon. Mazin Nnamdi Kanu is asking for freedom, unconditional freedom. That's what he needs. Or allow him to go and appeal and let the law, as they claim, let the law prove. That's the only way. It's either you free Mazin Nnamdi Kanu unconditionally, or you allow him to appeal and then face that appeal and then win that appeal of which he must win, because there's no law. No law. There's no law. Okay? So have that at the back of your mind. So that's the reason why if you go on my Twitter handle, you will not see me share the prayer of Mbaka. I respect him back out. I respect him, and I appreciate him. He's a good man. He's a good pastor. You understand? To some extent, I do. But that prayer of amnesty, that asking for pardon from presidency, no. All right, let's go.
In fact, Nnamdi Kanu refused to meet with him. That is former Governor Rochas Okorocha. He visited the Sokoto Correctional Facility prison to visit Nnamdi Kanu. Kanu declined to come out and asked the officials of the prison to escort Okorocha away, accusing him of contributing to the oppression and suffering of the Igbos. Kanu reportedly insisted that he will not receive anyone that is linked to the hardship and bloodshed of his people. That was a good move by Nnamdi Kanu. You must not receive every Tom, Dick and Harry, because some of them have bad intentions of going to visit him there in the prisons. What do you think?
Because for some of them, their political ambition is not over yet. So you can understand the reason why I'm saying thank you to Alex Otti. Alex Otti have made it openly known. If eventually he changes in future, I will curse him. Because Alex Otti have made it known that he has no intention. Because you see the way all these Afonja, all these shameless Yoruba people, because Tinubu does not like Nnamdi Kanu. But Tinubu has no choice but to release Nnamdi Kanu. If, oh Jesus. Look, it is not riot, protest, or fight from Biafrans that will deal with Tinubu if he does not release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Come, let me tell you, it is God. Chukwu okike abịama. Yes. If Tinubu refuses to obey the law and ask the same question, Omotosho, where is the law? Show me the law. If Tinubu does not, and then he wants to bank on these riffraffs that are saying amnesty, pardon. God, the finger of God, Chukwu Kabiama, God. You see what happened to Nigeria? You have not seen anything yet on Nigeria. I'm telling you, you have not seen anything yet. Do you understand? You have not seen anything yet. So wait for it.
Think about this.
So that's it. And then I want to bring Alex Otti, because the way they are bashing Alex Otti on their social media handles, all these data boys, and then Alex Otti went to see a terrorist. Let me tell you, if Nnamdi Kanu is a terrorist, I swear to God, Alex Otti will not near that place. If Nnamdi Kanu is a terrorist, I swear to God, all these people you even call Rochas Okorocha, that is, going Nicodemously, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will not accept a criminal Nicodemus. If you want to go Nicodemously, you have to do open confession first. You cannot go to visit Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to use it to revive your political ambition. You see, all these people that are with APC, that the rod of devil have not yet hit. All these devil mahi them. And hope on them. The rod of evil is yet to hit them because they feel that they are the mouthpiece of Ndibo. And now they are the ones telling Tinubu, we can control it. Nobody cares about Biafra. Devil mahi. I got me. Devil mahi. We will so deal with you. Devil mahi. I am bam. We will so deal with you. You will regret you were born. Let's listen to Rocha, what's his name? Alex Otti, where he confirmed that, look, all your bashing on him because of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is all nonsense. Let's listen to him because he has no political ambition of becoming any other thing after this governorship. He wants to achieve something, which Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has given him accolade for what he has achieved so far. Look around Nigeria. There's no governor, including Tinubu, none of them has achieved anything like Alex Otti.
A message from one of you. Is a video by someone, I remember his name, where he was talking about my visit to Sokoto to see Nnamdi Kanu and berating me and saying all sorts of things. In the first place, that is the beauty of democracy. So people should hold their opinion, and we respect people's opinion. And that you hold a different opinion doesn't mean you are right. One of the things he talked about was about my ambition after being governor. And I said it before, I think sometime in October, when we were receiving the representative of the president. And I want to say it again, that by the time I'm done with governorship, I will retire. So I don't have presidential ambition nor vice presidential ambition. I will retire. So I don't have presidential ambition nor vice presidential ambition. By the time I'm done with governorship, I will retire. So I don't have presidential ambition nor vice presidential ambition. By the time I'm done with governorship, I will retire. So I don't have presidential ambition nor vice presidential ambition.
This is the only reason why I'm telling him thank you. Because he knows he's not a criminal governor like Rocha Sokrocha and Hope Uzodinma and Soludo, who will steal and steal and steal. And the only way they will remain relevant is to be licking the nyash of Tinubu so that they will still give them position and cover their criminality. Now, there's no way you are going to trace any criminality to Alex Otti because he will keep his record straight and he doesn't intend to go further and become senator like, what do you call him, Dave Umahi, or like Okezi Basu, or like Ojus Okalo, who will always be a senator because they want to cover up their criminality. They know that there is no future for them. They must join the criminal government in power so that their criminality will be covered. Alex Otti doesn't have that intention. So, because of that, he is bold enough to defend a righteous man called Nnamdi Kanu. Even though they are calling him names now. What is your political ambition? You have identified with Nnamdi Kanu. Hey, don't you have a political... That is to show you the reason why all those other criminals have refused to identify with Nnamdi Kanu is because of their useless criminal political ambition. This man say he doesn't have it. And because of that, he will defend Nnamdi Kanu. Okay, let's listen to him to finish.
I will retire. So I don't have presidential ambition nor vice presidential ambition. I don't. I also don't have senatorial ambition. So when I finished with governorship, I came for a mission. When
He said what? He said, I came for a mission. And I want you also to take note that Nnamdi Kanu himself has said the same thing. Nnamdi Kanu have no presidential ambition, have no vice presidential ambition, even in Biafra. He has no prime ministerial ambition. That's why we have a prime minister of the Biafra Republic government in exile, who Nnamdi Kanu himself also gave the right hand of fellowship and said, listen to him. Nnamdi Kanu is the one that wants to make sure they push that Biafra come. And as Biafra comes, he has no presidential ambition. Nnamdi Kanu. So he is onyeze netinyeze noche, a holy man that will make sure that another holy man takes power so that Biafra will be more sophisticated than Singapore, than Malaysia, than anywhere you can imagine. Do you understand? So no presidential ambition, including Nnamdi Kanu, doesn't have such. Yes, even in Biafra, he doesn't have it. So you can see why they are clapping for him. I am also telling you that Nnamdi Kanu have the same ideology. Bring Biafra, make things happen for Biafra. No intention of becoming president and lord it over every other person and become like Tinubu, Jaga Bandit.
I'll give way to younger people. So it was talking of Igbo presidency. I don't even understand what that means. I think...
you hear what he said? People are talking about Igbo presidency. And Alex Otti is saying, I don't even understand what that means. Igbo presidency. He said he doesn't even understand what it means. Igbo presidency. Listen to him.
To younger people. So it was talking of Igbo presidency. I don't even understand what that means. So I think if his thesis is based on that assumption, the assumption has collapsed because he won't see me on the ballot. But my children can come, your children can come. So it's also important that we know when to quit. When you have done what you have been asked to do, you clear, give way for other people. We've seen people here, after being governor, you went to the local government chairman. That's not what we are. We are not cut out for those kind of things. The second point is about
La digitalizzazione corre veloce e noi con lei. Siamo VoIP Voice, il primo provider italiano.
I don't want to be Nigeria's president. Nnamdi Kanu is my Igbo kinsman, Governor Otti. Governor Alex Otti has said that his visit to the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, in Sokoto Correctional Center was not driven by political ambition. Mr. Otti spoke on Friday, when the leadership of the Abia Diaspora Commission and the medical team of the Abia Global Medical Mission 2025 visited him at the government house, Umuahia. He was responding to a video circulating on social media that criticized his visit to the IPOB leader. The governor defended his visit to Mr. Kanu, saying it was driven by the need for dialogue and peace. He said that the video represented differing opinions, which formed part of the democratic system, arguing that disagreement did not automatically make one position right. Mr. Otti also said that he had no intention of contesting any election after completing his tenure as governor. One of the issues he raised in the video was my ambition after serving as governor. I have said this before, sometime in October, when we received representatives of the president, and I will say it again today. By the time I complete my tenure as governor, I will retire from public office. I have no presidential ambition, no vice presidential ambition, and no senatorial ambition. I came into this office on a mission, and when I deliver that mission, I will step aside and give room to younger people, stated the Abia governor. Mr. Otti dismissed speculation linking his actions to an Igbo presidency, describing such arguments as unfounded and based on false assumptions. So when he speaks of an Igbo presidency, I honestly...
Okay. You can now hear that, and I want to remove this and I want to show you something. Some of you that are, because of your evil, distancing yourself from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because you don't want to attach yourself with something that is truth and honest. Is it this thing you want to identify yourself with? This is what you want to identify yourself with. Let me show you. The National Security Advisor, or the National Security Advisor, yes, NSA, that's what they call them, right? Now, this is National Security Advisor. His name is Nuhu Ribadu. Is this thing showing in the center stage? Let me bring it here. His name is Nuhu Ribadu. Look at this post from General Show. How can you arm your kingsmen? Mieti Allah, a terrorist organization known worldwide. Same Fulani herdsmen terrorizing the whole country, and you claim you want them to act as vigilante in another man's land without the state government being in the know of it? You all should ask National Security Advisor Nuhu Ribadu, what's going on? A group that has come out to publicly claim terror attacks is who the National Security Advisor is arming in Kwara State. Now, he admitted to arming these people. And everywhere in that country is quiet, nobody. He's still the National Security Advisor. Is that the country you want Alex Otti to become president? And you don't want to side with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who has defeated them in court everywhere. Do you understand? Or is it a country where Tinubu is bribing? Tinubu is bribing. If you play this video, now time will fail me to play it. Maybe in the afternoon we'll play it. Tinubu is bribing senators with $50,000 and $30,000 to House of Rep members just to be able to pass law that will make him become the strongest and most powerful Jaga bandit of all time. Nuhu Ribadu, National Security Advisor, must be sacked and investigated. These are noise they are making about him, but he's still the National Security Advisor. Nuhu Ribadu, National Security Advisor, must be sacked and investigated. Nuhu Ribadu, National Security Advisor, must be sacked and investigated. Look at this one, just screaming. This one is screaming up and down. But they are destroying Igbo. They are calling Igbo all manner of names. There's somebody that did a video about Igbo. Okay, let me play this pastor first. Let me show you this pastor's message. Let me show you this pastor
into our military.
Let me show you this pastor's message. This pastor has been very, very outspoken about all these things going on in Nigeria. Let me play his message before I play another thing for you to understand that, look, if there's any little bit, if there's a little bit of, regard people have on Nigeria before Tinubu, if there was any little bit of regard, it is because of the efforts of Ndi Igbo to remain as part of Nigeria, as one Nigeria. It is because of Ndi Igbo in it. As Ndi Igbo is leaving Nigeria, what is left of Nigeria is the carcass that is called terrorists, ISIS, Boko Haram, and Fulani herdsmen. That's the only thing that will be left of Nigeria if Ndi Igbo will withdraw from Nigeria, because they have taken over everything in Nigeria already, including the military. Do you know that now they are trying to see how they can, reduce the onsurge of military personnel becoming Boko Haram becoming part of military personnel. So those Boko Haram, they have told them to wait small. Let's see whether they can, deceive America enough. The Boko Haram people that were promised to be brought into the military, or some of them that were brought in last, they stopped them. Do you know what they are doing now? They are now protesting. I saw a video where some Boko Haram members were now protesting that they are going back to Boko Haram. I saw the video this morning. That they are going back to Boko Haram if they do not allow them to be in the military. They are already protesting. Boko Haram members that were removed or were not allowed to enter the military now, because some of them have already entered and they have positioned themselves, like those ones that took the life of Mba, General Mba. You understand? They are already inside. Then the ones that they brought in last, the batch that they have not confirmed, and they said, oh no, we are not going to confirm you yet. Let us wait and see how we can make America not to see us as bad. Let's see whether we can overcome this threat. But I don't know how they will be able to overcome it, whereby the National Security Advisor is already arming the terrorist Mieti Allah, and he admitted it. You understand? So those Boko Haram boys, I saw their video this morning. They were threatening. They said they are going back fully into Boko Haram if they do not allow them to come into the military. Ask me, were they ever out of Boko Haram? They were only in the military to make sure they carry out the activities of Boko Haram through the military. Go to all the terrorists that are kidnapping. They all wear military uniform because they are in the military. Do you understand? Let's listen to this pastor.
When Buhari pardoned over 1,700 Boko Haram and integrated them into our military, did you think he did it for fun? This is an agenda being carried out. We can all see how everything is moving. We no longer have a military force. What we have is 30% military mixed with 70% bandits wearing our uniforms.
30% military, 70% bandits wearing our uniform. The name of this man and his church, this church is Truth Assembly International. So this is not AI. Truth Assembly International. This man is talking with data and with details and what he knows. 30% military and 70% bandits are in the military. And some of them that they stopped, they're already protesting. You must allow us to come in. It is our share. After all, why wouldn't you allow them to come in? Did they not tell you that if they repent, they will become president? I will bring you that video again before I leave. Let's start this from the top.
When Buhari pardoned over 1,700 Boko Haram and integrated them into our military, did you think he did it for fun? This is an agenda being carried out. We can all see how everything is moving. We no longer have a military force. What we have is 30% military mixed with 70% bandits wearing our uniforms. Many of you don't know the mess we are in already. We are in a country where people in army uniforms carrying army official rifles are running successful kidnappings without interruptions. These are the bandits they integrated into our army. Can you now see how finished we are?
Can you now see how finished we are? If you didn't know, he's telling you, can you now see how finished we are? Now, for you to know, the reason why these bandit Boko Harams are very confident and telling you that they will go back into Boko Haram, it is because They know that they have been promised that you will become president. If you can, just repent and tell us that you've repented, we will make you president. Where's that video? Where's that video? Hope I didn't lose it, because I've kept it here for a long time. Where's that video where they have been promised to become president? Where's that video? I have to see it. Honestly, I have to see it. They have been promised that they will make them what? President. All you need to do is just repent. Okay, this is the video.
An ex-Boko Haram.
Listen.
An ex-Boko Haram stands having laid his arms and comes back, turns his way away from his negativity. He stands to be a president of this country. He stands to aspire to any position in this country. An ex-Boko Haram stands having laid his arms and comes back, turns his way away from his negativity. He stands to be a president of this country. He stands to aspire to any position in this country. Why is he wasting his time? Opportunities are out there for them.
Now, this picture you are seeing now is the picture of the vice.
Unfortunately,
Hold on. I need to make this one bigger. Wait 1 minute. Okay. I want you to see that picture. You see this picture? I have to remove this thing. Let me remove it. You see this picture? Yeah, you are seeing there. That picture is the one putting water in his mouth is the Shetima, the vice president of Nigeria. All these people you see that are sitting down with him are members of Boko Haram. They are sitting in his house together. Do you understand? And listen now. Listen now. What he said.
Unfortunately, the topical issue in Nigeria is restructuring. Restructuring my foot. To hell with restructuring.
Restructuring what? Restructuring his foot. To hell with restructuring. Because you people are thinking about restructuring, you want to restructure. This man is the one in charge of security. Tinubu is governance. The man is in charge of security. The defense minister of defense, is a terrorist, is in charge of defense. The national security advisor is a terrorist, is in charge of the advising for security in Nigeria. And Nnamdi Kanu, who has been exposing them, who has been speaking the truth, he is condemned to be in prison as a terrorist. They say he's a terrorist. And then there's no evidence. The only evidence that he's a terrorist is that he said this on Radio Biafra. He said. They didn't show us anywhere he was carrying gun or where he killed anybody or where he did anything. No. But these ones are telling you that ex-Boko Haram can become president. That is why you see Nnamdi Kanu, like my title have said this morning, he remained the same, unchangeable, unconfused, undistracted. He remained focused. And he's telling them, he told them that the God of justice is alive. And you see Nigeria is under judgment. And that judgment will not stop. That's why there's nothing they try to do that they will ever get right. Nothing. Until Nigeria collapse, finally. And then the end of it emerges Biafra. At the end of it emerges Biafra. The only hope in Africa. The only alliance the West will ever have that they can confide or trust in. Because right now, the same people Nnamdi Kanu has been waging this war, this media war on. They are taking over Europe, they are taking over America, they have destroyed Australia. London, United Kingdom is already under their foot. France is gone. That's why when you see Tinubu aligning with France, it is still the same alliance with Boko Haram, because already France cannot even overcome them. Go to all the whole Europe now, most of them, there is nothing like Christmas markets because of the fear of all these people. Christmas market, no Christmas market. They have closed their markets. They've closed their markets because of fear of all this terror. The only places where there are Christmas markets is places like Hungary and Poland, where they never allowed those nonsensical nonsense into their territory. The only people that could not be overwhelmed and overshadowed are Biafrans. Let me quickly play a video for you before I leave. A man that was telling them on what do you call it? On X. He told them that, look, the only people that are making things even good and fair enough for you is the Igbos. The Igbos, Because the reason why Nigeria have not been overwhelmed yet is because of Ndibo. If not for Ndibo, you would have been gone.
They don't fit conquer them.
Hold on. Let me play this video. Listen to this.
See, the other day, I said that without the Igbos, there will be no Christianity in this country. When I think a joke, I joke, I think a joke. See, the fact that say they don't fit conquer them, and the reason why some of us would enjoy Christianity for this country.
Because Ndibo they were not able to conquer Ndibo. That's why you are still enjoying Christianity in any part of Nigeria. Because they were not able to conquer Ndibo. Let me start him from the top and allow him to talk. Just 1 minute.
See, the other day, I said that without the Igbos, there will be no Christianity in this country. When I think a joke, I joke, I think a joke. See, the fact that say they don't fit conquer them, and the reason why some of us would enjoy Christianity for this country. I tell you, I don't be Igbo, but you see about these people, they be bold. They don't try every means to bring them down. They don't try every means to enter them. They don't fit. They resist them. You understand? They take sacrifice for some of us. So be saying will not be Igbos, will be Christian. You understand? When they play, they talk, they say na Igbos bring Christianity come Nigeria. Not be them bring Christianity come Nigeria, but the fact that say they don't fit conquer their land. They don't fit conquer them. Still make Christianity still stand for this country. I mean, they tell you because if you check other region apart from the Igbo land, they don't almost conquer all the region for Nigeria.
Everywhere.
Apart from the Igbo land, all the jihadists. What's it they? When are they joke for this country? When are they joke?
These are
see the other day, I said that without the Igbos, there will be no Christianity in this country.
These are the only few people that have eyes to see. The few people that have eyes to see are talking, but all the bunch of almost 150 million people that are making noise up and down and saying Nnamdi Kanu was a problem, Simon Ekpa was a problem, and they are shouting up and down. They are the people that have been conquered, completely conquered. The only saving hope you have, the only lifeline you have is Ndibo. That's why Master Nnamdi Kanu told Bishop Kuka. I don't know their discussion when Kuka went to see him. They have not made it open. The discussion he had with Kuka. Master Nnamdi Kanu told him, look, listen to me. We will give you asylum in Biafra land. If you go and ask Kuka now, I am very sure Master Nnamdi Kanu reminded him of that message. We will give you asylum. We will protect your Christian population. I know you know the truth, but you coming openly to defend Nigeria and say that there is no genocide, you are making a mistake. In Biafra land, you will seek asylum there. We'll protect all of you. We have enough land to protect you. But you see this Nigeria, it is Sodom. You see this Nigeria, it is Gomorrah. It must go down for you to be saved. I leave it here. My name is Rafa Chamaka Jere, a.k.a. Pastor Vam Vam Vam. Until I see you later this afternoon, remain resolute, airborne. I want to appreciate those that have been encouraging and supporting us. Thank you so much. And this is Christmas season and holiday season. You can encourage Mwachineke and it will be well with you. It will be well with you. So give me a call or you support us through our PayPal or whichever way. And then there is something we need to do. I will announce it later. Our Prime Minister, is calling us. I will bring the message to you at the adequate time, probably today or tomorrow. And then, PM Christmas. PM Simon Ekpa. Unu agagbakwara Christmas. Omo Biafra. Unu agagbakwara PM Christmas. Okay, maka na no inside unu echefuzie ya. Unu agagbakwara Simon Ekpa Christmas. I will remind you of it this afternoon. When we get there, I will tell you. Very, very important. I gagbara Christmas. Okay? I gagbara PM Christmas. I will be back with this message. They won't.